right now.
The Writers Guild of America strike is nearing 100 days.
And now studios want to meet unions back at the negotiation table. When that meeting is expected, and the Hollywood A-lister donating a huge amount of cash to help those in the unions. That's coming up.
Also, inmates at the Metro Detention Center are now receiving care from UNM Hospital. The legal battles that led to this partnership coming up.
Law enforcement in Washington, D.C. preparing for an unprecedented moment Thursday. Former President Donald Trump will be arrested and arraigned for a third time.
He was indicted yesterday on 4 federal counts related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. While the former president was given the option to be arraigned via video from his property in New Jersey, he's choosing to travel to the nation's capital and stand before the judge. 6 co-conspirators are also mentioned in the indictment, but they remain unnamed since no charges have been filed.
As this unfolds, former Vice President Mike Pence is calling for new GOP leadership.
One day after former President Trump's federal indictment, Washington correspondent Jackie DeFusco is tracking Pence on the campaign trail.
On Wednesday, DeFusco.
The Republican National Committee is planning for tighter rules for presidential candidates to be eligible for the second debate. Sources say candidates will need to register at least 3% in 2 national polls, or they need 3% each in 1 national poll and 2 polls from separate early voting states. Candidates must also have a minimum of 50,000 unique voters with at least 200 donors in 20 states. These changes increase the requirements for the first debate in Milwaukee later this month.
New on 7, a fire burning.
That coming up in just a bit.
$10,000 worth of donations will be going to the family of the officer shot and killed in Alamogordo last month.
20 restaurants across the state held that fundraiser for Officer Anthony Ferguson last week. Money came from restaurant profits on that raffle.
New on 7, police say a teenager who allegedly shot and killed a woman in Albuquerque has now turned himself into police. Officers heard about a shooting Monday at a Smith's Fuel Center near Central and Coors. Officials say the teen stole a car belonging to 23-year-old Sydney Wilson. There were also several teens in the car who all admitted to stealing alcohol. Wilson later found the car, which had crashed into a sidewalk. As she approached it, police say the teen shot Wilson, then ran away. UNM Hospital is partnering with the Metro Detention Center to provide health care to inmates.
Anchor Sasha Leninger is live at UNM Hospital. And Sasha, this comes after several lawsuits. Investigation.
A man is facing charges for a deadly shooting in northwest Albuquerque. We had this as breaking news yesterday morning. Officers heard about the shooting at an apartment complex on 12th Street near Griegos. Police say Michael Lewis Robinson got in an argument with his girlfriend, then grabbed a gun to scare her. But instead, police say he shot and killed her. He's charged with murder. Police also found a baby inside the apartment who was not hurt. The National Hispanic Cultural Center in Albuquerque has now reopened.
This after a car crashed into one of its buildings. Police say Victor Barrero.
New on 7, Portales Schools is denying claims by a teacher who says she was forced to resign for teaching a controversial book in her classroom. Kelly Craddock says she's now out of a job for teaching The Hate You Give, and she is now suing the Portales Municipal School District. Now the district has filed a response to the lawsuit saying it did not violate Craddock's rights under the U.S. or New Mexico constitutions.
The APS schools start August 17th.
And in just a few days, families in Santa Fe will be able to sign up for the city's after-school program. It's for children 6 to 12 years old. They have swimming, ice skating, and fun food projects, just to name a few. It starts August 21st and is $50 per child for the month. Parents can sign up at the Genoveva Chavez Community Center starting Monday. School supply shopping is in full swing right now. To find out which supplies your student needs, just visit our website. We have everything you need to know for school districts across New Mexico. First Lady Jill Biden talking about her life, personal strength, and finding confidence.
She spoke with Women's Health and appeared on the cover of August 15th.
Negotiations in Hollywood expected soon when unions and studios plan to try to hammer out a deal. And New Mexico near the top of the list when it comes to officer-involved shootings. Our Target 7 team takes a deeper look at this trend next.
Plus, Albuquerque Public Schools.
Watching KOAT Action 7 News.
Supreme Court approval ratings are at record lows, according to a recent Gallup poll. It found approval of the High Court is at 40%. This comes after justice has made decisions on affirmative action, student loan forgiveness, and voting rights. The latest now from Hollywood. Studios are ready to restart negotiations with writers. This comes amid a nearly 100-day strike.
Producers have requested a Friday meeting with the writers. This marks the first time studios sought to end to them.
Meanwhile, Seth MacFarlane, creator of the hit show Family Guy, pitching in to help his fellow actors. He's donated $1 million to the Entertainment Community Fund to help striking film and television workers. MacFarlane, one of more than 7,500 donors who donated more than $6.3 million.
A border patrol in 2 weeks. Well, we turn now to New York, where a 20-year-old is in police custody after he allegedly struck multiple people on the sidewalk in Midtown Manhattan Tuesday, injuring 10 people.
Police say the car he was driving had been reported stolen. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
ABC News, New York.
The U.S. private sector added more jobs than expected last month. The new report shows companies added 324,000 jobs in July. Economists were expecting to add 189,000. Job gains were mostly in leisure and hospitality. Financial and manufacturing industries reported losses.
It's not a good time to
Traffic Watch 7.
Thank you, Kiki. Looking at our live drive times now. Alameda from I-25 to Coors, 9 minutes. Paseo from I-25 to Coors, 7 minutes. And Montano from I-25 to Coors, 9 minutes.
Looking for plans this weekend? Well, you may want those coming up.
And a cannabis store in Albuquerque is now closed, what they're being accused of. Next.
KOAT Action 7 News.
Instead of being really hot, it's been warm, but temperatures are going to be increasing.
Yes, here's Chief Meteorologist Joe Diaz.
Yeah, the long, hot summer just won't give us a break. What's coming up?
All right, Joe, thank you. Well, in recent weeks, a series of officer-involved shootings have happened in Albuquerque and other cities across the state.
And now a Target 7 investigation reveals New Mexico is among the states leading the nation in fatal police shootings. Here's John Cardinale.
John Cardinale.
According to the Officer Down Memorial page, this year 31 officers have been killed nationwide by gunfire.
Millions this month.
An Albuquerque cannabis business is being told to shut its doors.
Sawmill Sweet Leaf received a cease operations order from the state licensing department. Officials say the dispensary is state products.
This school year, Albuquerque Public Schools is taking steps to address mental health issues. Every school has a licensed master's level counselor on campus. Students can ask teachers to see the school counselor. Older students can schedule a time to meet directly. If you'd like to reach out on your child's behalf, you can find contact information on their school's website. They also have a network of resources and counseling agencies they can refer children to.
APS Android devices. Well, the district is also providing a free online tutoring program for students this year.
It's called Paper, and it gives students access to live tutors outside of class.
We have on the other end providing that support.
They offer tutoring in 20 different subjects, including math, science, and language arts. Again, it's completely free to New Mexico students. For more information, just ask a representative at your child's school. KOAT is teaming up with Lucinda Credit Union and the Salvation Army for our annual school supply drive. Scan the QR code on the screen, go to KOAT.com or text KOAT to the number on the screen to make a cash donation. The money will buy the supplies students and schools need most. The KOAT school supply drive runs through August 13th.
A quick check on statewide gas prices this afternoon per gallon. And now to a Rossin and 60. Gas prices overall, they are soaring across the country. AAA says the national average went up more than 20 cents from last month.
So what's behind this? That's where our chief national consumer correspondent Jeff Rossin comes in. The unbeaten streak continues for the U.S. women's national team at the World Cup. The challenge ahead of them in the next stage of play.
And the U.S. government's credit